Greetings, mathematicians. Today, with your 6th grade everyday math curriculum, we are working on lesson 810. The focus of the lesson is on similar figures, similar polygons in particular. And remember that a polygon is something that has many sides. There are some vocabulary words you need to know today. I want you to listen to the vocabulary words, their definitions, and keep these words in mind as you're working through the problems today. Okay, the first vocabulary word is similar figures. A similar figure is something that has the same shape, but it's not necessarily the same size. So if you think about a square that's maybe 2 inches and then on each side, and then you have a square that's 6 inches on each side, they are similar shapes, but they are not exactly the same. They have the same angles and the same proportion of sides, length, but not exactly the same measurement. Congruent figures is your other term, and congruent figures are ones that are exactly the same. Angles and size are exactly the same. So two figures that are congruent are equal to one another. So similar figures versus congruent figures. Another term that you need to know today is corresponding sides. So if you're talking about the bottom line of a triangle on one shape and the corresponding side is the bottom line on the other triangle that has the same, is set up in the same way. So you could be talking about the top line on rectangle A, and the corresponding side is the top line on rectangle B. Those are the vocabulary words you need to know for today. The materials you need to know for today, you need to be using today, are your pattern block shapes. You'll need a ruler, and you'll of course need your math journal and your pencils. So we are working on math journal pages 314 and 315 today. You will start by using your pattern block shapes to make a shape, and then you will make a similar figure which is larger or smaller than the original figure, and then you'll draw around them using your pencil around the outside of the pattern block shapes to record the size of the similar shape that you made and what shapes made up that shape. So if you use two triangles and you stick them together, you trace around each triangle individually so you show that it's two triangles. So that's page 314. You'll also need to finish page 315. On page 315, you'll be doing some measurements, and you'll be talking about the ratio between the two different measurements. So there are some line segments to measure, there's some shapes to look at, and they are similar figures, but they are not the same distance around each side. They're not congruent. So pages 314 and 315 are what you're working on today, with similar polygons and congruent polygons in some case. On your homework tonight, you will need a ruler for that as well. You're going to be finding ratios between two shapes that are similar and some angle measurements. Don't forget, when you're working on homework tonight, if the shape, a triangle in particular, but any shape has a small box in a corner, it means it's a 90-degree angle. That 90-degree angle factor will come into play today. If you have extra time today, you're going to be working on math boxes, and I think that's everything. Yep. Have a good day. Make good choices.